John 16:2 says, "They will make you outcasts from the synagogue, but an hour is coming for everyone who kills you to think that he is offering service to God." Well, if you're joining us in reading through the 60-day reading plan, today's reading is John 15:18 through 16:15. I encourage you to read that passage. Now, there's never been a time in all of Christian history that those who are dedicated followers of Christ have experienced the denigration that they're currently experiencing from the rest of the religious leaders who claim to be Christian. This dislike and negative push from religious leaders really began in the middle of the 19th century in Germany, and it migrated to the United States in the late 1890s. Now, most Christian denominations in the United States and Europe tend to view those who are firmly dedicated to Christ and the Scriptures as anomalies and not true Christians. Well, this kind of thinking has been prevalent in seminaries here in the United States for a number of years. And as politics enter into the denominational thinking, this type of thinking becomes more and more popular. It is currently being taught that everything should fall under the guise of tolerance. And tolerance is a very poor word, not because the original meaning meant something as far as putting up with something. For example, I can tolerate onions. If it was up to me, onions would be outlawed, but I tolerate them. But I will put up with people who like onions. But today it means only allowing one position, that of the so-called tolerant person. All other thinking is classified as intolerant. Now, a much better term for allowing somebody to have a different opinion is to accept that person in love. You might not agree with his or her position, but because in a general sense, everyone is related to God because He created all of us, we should accept them even though they have a different opinion. Acceptance is not agreement. Acceptance is because we as Christians have been charged by Christ to love one another and to love everyone, not necessarily love what they do. We shouldn't just put up with people. We should love them in such a way that they will be pointed to Christ. Well, many will not believe, but because we live our lives in some kind of fashion, through that, God's love will shine and God's will will be done.